to Manny. Not really anything you could do to Steve. But he is a connoisseur of his character's kit inside and out. And when camping is on the menu, he will do it. When aggression is on the menu, he will do it. And one thing that I'm very curious about is, in the set against Hazard, he was suffering a ton from a lack of materials. And mostly, when you're lacking iron, you are definitely nerfed as Steve, as you don't have access to anvil or minecart. But still, he was able to make things work, holding back when needed. And of course, when you have the diamond tools, it makes things a lot easier.
Absolutely. So if Rock is able to maintain the pressure on Manny, so that he can farm as much materials as possible, then there might be a slight advantage that TNT hitting himself, but still not going to be quite enough, or rather nothing. Great charge smash. He knows his timing, but still, that minecart is going to be causing a lot of trouble, and of course going to be a big distractions, as well as those blocks, since unfortunately they are going to be just like mines placed around, and well, also at the same time like stage hazard, because you can jump, you can collide with them, you can everything, and they will remain there for a while, so the blocks need to go.
Just gonna say, when I first saw that Steve was in a platform fighter and he was able to make his own platforms, I was like, dude, that is broken in itself, because you're regaining resources when you land on those. You get your double jump back, you can up B again and whatnot. Like, you're making your stage as it goes. Nobody else can do that. And what I love about the way the Rocks plays, he is once again, much like Hazard, trying to force Manny into mining a lot more, into running out of materials. And by the way, if you break the crafting table, you're going to force Steve to use and burn more materials. So the more you can go through that, the better. The less inventory Steve has, the better for you. Granted, the diamond tools are still a huge buff to that character.
Indeed, 100%. And now, as we're seeing now, Manny has run once again out of materials, but still is going to be hunting for more. Rocks is not going to allow it. The minecart just so quickly to go out, and still the amount of times that Manny has been able to just absolutely ignore Rocks for the time being and be able to just farm materials is just a really, really long time, not allowing Rocks to get into a kill position, but allowing Manny rather, like that, to just hunt for the perfect time to kill. And it's just that, gather materials, kill, gather materials, kill, gather materials, minecart, kill. So it's a never-ending cycle that Manny has been exploiting, and so far it has been doing wonders for him.
Don't forget, mine your tools every so often, but when you have them all on the ready, then yeah, you can pretty much ignore the rest. But look at this! Rocks once again got Manny to 0 materials and was able to get a couple of confirms from Bouncing Fish into now up air. And that will be the predilect tool to get all those kill confirms. Either that or up smash, maybe. I mean, Bouncing Fish will kill horizontally, but look at how many times Rocks has gone for that, and he is usually met with a minecarts to the face. So it's an unfavorable trade for the most part, but still, he is forcing Manny to use a few more resources than he's comfortable to use. And there's another minecart, 1 piece of iron left, no pieces of iron now. And when you have Steve at 0 iron, again, it's a lot safer to approach from two areas, beneath and sideways. Maybe up the top is a bit harder, but still, you don't have to worry about the minecart and the anvil falling on you.
Right now, Manny has a slight advantage with that percentage, making sure the card takes him out, but still able to give him a little bit more time to gather those materials up. Rocks making sure that crafting table go, but Diamonds once again, and without much to do, well, anvil.
Did you see what Rocks just did? I did that too. But yeah, that's just anvil for you. Dropping it down on the block means that the hitbox takes a pause and then it goes back up. So it's also set up to break some shields at times. But yeah, Steve is not lacking options. That's what I'm getting at.
I mean, it was a really tight position to be in. I mean, if I was Rocks, like you said, it would have been everyone at the same time. I mean, really unfortunate. But still, now we're heading into our second game. We should have make like a playlist, like a playlist that makes you jam like Manny those between sets at this point. Because he always jams really great.
I don't know what he's listening to though. Like what would Manny listen to? I'm thinking some Living Tombstone. I don't know. I get that vibe.
I get some. Could even be K-pop. I don't know. I could
True,
be
could be K-pop.
Could be K-pop. I mean, it's K-pop is really like catchy, really catchy.
Ever heard of Baby Monster?
Could be.
I don't know. There's a song called Drip. That's pretty good. And it's gonna be in Just Dance. Anyway, he could be listening. He could be listening to some heavy metal though. Who knows? Still, we're going into small battlefield now, and Rox. I mean, I'm thinking same strat. Make sure that money runs out of those materials or goes through them real fast. And for as long as there's wood in that inventory, I don't think it's that dangerous. But look at how much longer it takes for Manny to get the iron. There you go. It's once again no iron, meaning that he either sets up his walls or he needs to punch him. He actually needs to start boxing, and that's where I think Rox is going to have the advantage, not having to worry about the anvil and or the minecart. The fact that those two burst options aren't around mean that you can definitely box Steve a lot more. Oh, but Manny can still win those.
It all depends. I mean, if he's not falling with the anvil, he surely is falling with the TNT. He doesn't need it. He's going to be farming up and wanted to go and use that wood, those blocks in order to cover Rock's recovery, but still not going to be quite enough. The block disappeared. I think Rock's expecting a little bit of a tech, but unfortunately won't be the case. And now, well, we see that Manny has once again most of those materials, and the diamond sword has been put into play. It's gonna be hard for Rox now, especially when he's in kill percentage.
Well, I mean, kill percent against Steve, I think it starts a lot earlier than usual, given the setups and everything, but still, Rox is going to be able to take care of Manny before he goes down. Oh no! Oh no! This is the second time that's happened in the tournament. Different situations though. The first time it happened, Rox was trying to air dodge into the edge, and then he just missed it. This time, it was out of the fear of getting hit by the anvil, and I think that if you were slightly closer to the big platform, you might have survived, but still, it is what it is. Rox missed out on getting to the stage that one time, and now Manny does not quite have a big advantage, but still, whatever you got, it's good against Rox especially, and this might turn into a bit of a nightmare situation for Fer. He did have a pretty solid lead, and he just kissed it goodbye.
I mean, it all depends. Like, once again, we see that once that Manny starts gaining and obtaining that much iron, he is going to start spending it. We've seen like 15,000 minecarts, 12,000 anvils found on him. The entire economy is just falling down due to inflation, thanks to Manny and mining all that iron. But so far, he's been just trapping Rox where he wants it. I mean, oh, that didn't kill, but he just falls down with an anvil. So if there's an issue, he falls down, anvil. If he's looking to be in danger, minecart. And if he gets thrown out of the anvil, out of the minecart, he throws an anvil. Oh, Sheik Boots looking like a tipper for me, not gonna lie.
Low key, it is, and what I like from Rox is that he has noticed Manny's patterns of when he is going to be in the air for a while, so the upper becomes extra effective. And look, Sheik is still alive after eating that back air, and back air generally such a killer tool from whatever spot of the stage you're in. Dash attack not quite doing it either, with a golden tool and everything, and no diamond crafting yet. Okay, there you got. It's a sword that he's got now on the diamond materials. But look at Rox! Still showing the cajon is going all the way, and also recovering out of that, not getting hit by the minecart. And he got hit by the anvil, but of course not gonna do it just yet. There's the second minecart, and now Manny brings this back to even stocks. And Rox is trying to keep on extending, but instead they're going to extend on him! Oh no!
And just like that, the entire lead that Rox had built once completely disappear, and just like that with a back here, Manny takes the second game and leads Rocks on the verge of saying goodbye of this top 4 as Manny, with that deadly look, is staring into what could be a victory in the books, and of course following through that loser final. What a game.
What a game indeed. But Rox, being the stoic that he usually is, understands that this ain't quite over, but he is thinking, hey, I'm working so hard with Sheik, perhaps a counter pick is on the line? I don't know when was the last time that he brought out Zora, but he did find a few victories with Zora against Manny in the past. And Sephiroth is also on the line, but there you go, it's going to be Sheik once more. This could be a 3-0 favoring Manny, or maybe a reverse 3-0 for Rox, but it has to start real soon. He's going to have to build it one interaction at a time as well. Easier said than done. Manny has definitely gotten his number a few times now, and it seems like this will be no exception. He starts out with a bang, with 57% already.
And the pressure that this player just does is amazing. I mean, Manny knows how to utilize all that pressure and the fear, the sheer pressure and the fear and the anxiety that it can give you, just knowing that you are under Steve and he can throw you an anvil, or knowing that he can roll you over with a minecart at any given time just with the press of a single command button. It's literally scaring and pushes a lot of people to choose maybe at most 3 options with the just in case. You could be recovering, and there we go. You can get a TNT to her face, or you can get an anvil. But right now, what Manny doesn't have is the TNT for that anvil. Rox knows it, so he is now looking to get more aggressive. But that up smash is going to seal that first stock.
And it will be an advantage for Tampico's own once again. And this time, with a little bit of iron, make that 2 extra pieces. He does have some burst options, and oh no. This is what I hate. Whenever I see Rox slightly to the right of Manny or closer to the blast zone than Manny, you already know that Manny is going to make it back onto the stage. Like, there is very little that Rox can do. Maybe a bouncing fish to extend and get some extra percentage, but overall, Manny will have the general advantage. And here's the double parry on the anvil and everything. I mean, again, cojones from Rox, but unfortunately, it's leading to nothing. That's the big problem here. He has barely put any more damage onto Manny, let alone find a kill confirm. Like, it's getting harder as time goes on.
The more you take, the more it's going to take you to punish, and that is going to be how Manny does it. Gets taken down, but still immediately gets thrown to get a little bit of time to craft that diamond equipment. Rox trying to maintain it at bay, but it's not going to be enough. The blocks are just going to be a huge nuisance for him as Rox tries to get rid of them or move and traverse around it, but just can't find a way to do it. The crafting table is almost gone. Rox knows it, taking it away gives him a little bit of moments, able to survive, but the crafting table is back again, down to business, and well, he blocked it. Okay, there we go. It's free now again, but the anvil, once again, what Manny is looking to get at most is always iron, and at the same time, that redstone that help power up just how strong the minecart hits.
And there would have been a chance. No! Rox, why? Well, very unfortunate situation here for... I'm not saying that Manny is not winning this, but Rox is fighting against himself too. With those 2 SDs that he just gifted Manny on a silver platter. It's been rough seeing that happen. And now, seems like we are headed into losers finals real soon, as Manny just needs to close this one out. A little bit more percent on Rox, of course, will do. But hey, he's even escaping those up airs that were so consistent from Rox earlier. And yeah, I don't think that Rox is going to find any of those kill confirms anytime soon, even at this percent. Look at this. Manny is just climbing back from stage. Oh, he does find a bouncing fish, though, from the needles. Well, there's still a chance. But still, Rox has gifted Manny a few too many stocks. Like, even 1 is too many. He has given 2 now.
Absolutely. It makes it look like we are looking... Oh my god, what a recovery. Makes it look like we are playing a 2 versus 1. It is going to be Rox against Manny and the air touch command in his controller. But so far, right now, Rox making up for his mistakes, keeping really good Manny at bay. And the minecart, oh my god, the minecart. There we go, that's the punish, but still not going to be enough. Rox is not going down without a fight. He knows the anvil falls down, and his best bet, his best choice is to stand below the platforms so the anvil falls on the platforms and not on himself. No materials. This could be the chance for Rox to attack, but look just like that, the diamond giving in everything to get and power up once again, now switching to gold.
There's the diamond too, if he gets a chance to craft. Oh, not needed actually. It's just going to be an anvil once again. Did he pop off? No, I don't think
he disappeared. He disappeared.
He just disappeared, but actually he stood up to Sheik, or at least to fist bump Rox, so it's going to be all chill. He did pop off against Jassar though. That was a pretty heavy fight, set. So now Manny is in losers finals. He defeats Rox 3-0, and with that, Monterrey is out of the tournament. That's going to be the last defender of the region out of it. And Tampico is somewhat close to Monterrey. Like, he's not super far away, but still, Manny, Spargo,